Hey guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Apologies straight away for this being a late stream. Um, but yeah, man got up way too early. No, way too late. Sorry, not early. So we need to do this. This is massive. And you know what? To be honest with you, there's only one thing, one way we can start this. Shut up a minute. Only one way we can start this. Man like Jamal. Man like Jamal. In and out, he's passing you in style. Man like Jamal, man like Jamal. In and out, yeah, he's gonna make you smile. Man like Jamal Musiala, cause he's coming past you, for real. Cause he's man like Jamal. Man like Jamal, man like Jamal. In and out, he's coming past you, wow. Man like Jamal, man like Jamal. In and out, that he's gonna make you smile. Man like Jamal, man like Jamal. For real. Man like Jamal. Hey, what do you mean Ahmad, bro? That's me. Big up to everyone though. No, generally speaking, Jamal Musiala signed a brand new contract and I'm absolutely buzzing. So yeah, man like Jamal. No other words need to be said. Man like Jamal. For real. Manager, man. 100%, bro. This guy's just signed a brand new deal. 5-year deal. That's what I want to see, man. That's what I want to see. So, yeah, man. Let's go. I'm surprised this shows up, considering it's green. Oh, it does disappear there. It's weird. But yeah, man. Big up to everybody. Smash the likes if you haven't already. And yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm buzzing like a bee. Sting like a butterfly. Sting? No, was it? Fly like a butterfly. I don't know what it is. Fly, sting like a bee. The Muhammad Ali thingy. I can't remember. I definitely messed that up. Anyway, big up to everyone though. And yeah, man. Bit of a weird intro, isn't it? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Bonk. So yeah, Jamal Musiala. Obviously, they did the little piano piece, which was quite cool, to be fair. But there he is. 2030. Obviously official. Then goes on to say, I'm really happy. Bayern is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I took my first steps in professional football here and firmly believe I can achieve something big with this club in recent years to come. I feel at home both in Munich and at the club with our great fans. We've got a lot of things we want to achieve. I'm excited for everything to come. Whoppa! Let's go. Then Max Erbel goes on to say, top clubs across the world look for players who can make a difference, and Jamal Musiala stands out there. He's shaping the present at Bayern and will also shape the future. Is the face of our new generation in Jamal. We've managed to convince one of the most converted players in the world of our long-term plan at Bayern. Players like him allow us to send out a clear message to everyone that Bayern are to be reckoned with in the future as well. Big words coming from someone that hasn't really done fuck all at the club. Then Driesen, this contract extension is important step for Jamal Musiala and for Bayern. Jamal has taken another big step forward this season, and we're delighted that we'll continue our journey together. Despite his young age, Jamal is already a figure of identification and embodies our Mia San Mia facts. With his joy of the game, his team spirit, and his connection with FC Bayern. What belongs together stays together. And then Freeman said, Jamal Musiala creates genius solutions with his outstanding ability on the pitch. That's his gift, despite his young age. He already holds a lot of responsibility. You can sense that he quickly absorbed the Bayern philosophy at FC Bayern campus. We're delighted to be taking our lofty goals with him in the coming years. Then obviously him being a magician, they had to do that. That, by the way, if anyone's saying, is his brother, I believe. But obviously, because they're siblings, it's kind of like a young Jamal, isn't it? Which is quite funny. So yeah, again, Musiala till 2030. We'll get into this in just a second. Okay, interesting. We will get into that. And then Jamal Musiala on us from new. It took time, but I'm extremely happy that it's done. Now for me, it's about taking steps forward year by year, achieving a lot with the team and continuing to grow together. The last 4 to 5 years here have been really nice. I feel really good here with the team, the coach, and the coaching staff, and also the fans. I'm looking forward to the coming years where we will hopefully achieve a lot. Then we want to win the Champions League and the league. We have big games in the coming weeks. That for now we should focus on, but we have big goals, including myself. And I think that's it, because then it goes on to talk about that dickhead, which I don't give a shit about. So yeah, let's just go on this for now. We'll talk about that in a minute. Big up to everyone. How's everyone doing? Big up Carnage. What's this? Real couldn't snatch him, but it wasn't just Real though, was it? Even like Man City, just massive clubs around the world. Any of them, doesn't matter which one it is. They need to build the team around him and not Kane. Yeah, I agree. Well, Kane, you're never going to build around Kane. If you build around Kane, then you generally are stupid, just in the same aspect of he's an older player, isn't he? So that would be so backwards to do. But I know where you're coming from, of course. But yeah, no, I'm all for this. Obviously, super happy with Jamal Musiala signing. Again, massive news. It literally, like I said, pushes on the fact that Bayern Munich are a big club. And that's the thing. We need to act like a big club. I've been saying this for a while now. Even with our defense. We need to get better. We need to be stronger. We need to be this. We need to be that. So yeah, no, I'm super happy. You're not going to see me complain. Obviously about this one. Jamal Musiala is my favorite player, and especially of this new generation. And yeah, man, he just needs to keep building, and hopefully, fingers crossed, Bayern Munich will build with him, and then we will achieve something. But let's see, man. Let's see, because it's been a bit interesting over the past couple of years, hasn't it? But yeah, again, like I said, I'm super happy. He seems happy. Again, he's still super young. That's the problem. Oh, that's not a problem, but you know what I mean. Like this is why. Well, is it a problem? Problem why we weren't getting it done, maybe. But 21 years old. What, that's going to take him until he's 26. Like, he won't even be in his prime when this contract ends, if it ends. You know what I mean? Like, which is crazy. That's nuts. When you actually deep that, that's freaking insane. Like, this guy in 5 years will be 26 years old. Like, that's mad. That's mad. But yeah, there is something in his release clause which is interesting. So, very interesting. So it goes on to say, Jamal Musiala's contract details: a 5-year contract until 2030, 25 million gross salary per year, obviously euros. Signing fee significantly less than Davies' 22 million. Okay. Then it goes on to say 175 million release clause valid in 2028. So when's that? That's what, in 3 years' time? So he'll be what, 25? Is that right? No? 24? And then it goes down by 75 million. See, the only thing I care about in this aspect is this release clause on him, on the club in general? That's what I want to know. Like, because when you put in a release clause, obviously the club has nothing to do with said release clause, you know? So any club, let's just take it, Real Madrid could come and sign him for 175 million euros. Bayern could do nothing about it. And then they would just have to deal with the player and the player only. Any club, Southampton, for instance, if they were to somehow in that amount of time get that much money and get better and do this and look like they're challenging, maybe get a takeover or something. Even Newcastle, for instance, you know, anyone could sign him. It's up to him. What I want to know is it to be triggered by him, similar to the thing of Kane? That's what I want to know. And I agree, Catalan, 100%. I ain't even read most of your message, but I agree with. He wants to be in control of his future, and I'm all for that. To be honest with you, I am all for that, and I understand it fully. You know, when you have the ability that he has, when he can pull those numbers that he has already pulled and only going to get better, you can see that he's got better. He's definitely getting better than he already was. You know what I mean? So no, I'm all for that, and I understand that he wants to be in the control of his career, and I'm all for that. You know, it's going to be sad to see him go if one day he does go, but at the same time, in that aspect, if that's the case, well, he's probably going to go because of such and such. But I agree. He just wants to be in control of his future. Bayern stay successful, he will stay in his whole career. I hope that's the case. I really do. The release clause does worry me, but Ribery also had a release clause at one point. I think it's more so for security, so that Bayern keeps performing well. I like that. Yes, exactly. 1000%. I agree with both of you. Big up to Croc. So yeah, like the release clause thing, again, he's just protecting himself. I know some people will be a bit iffy on it, and I understand. Like, I'm a bit iffy on it myself. I don't like the fact that there's a release clause in there. Just in the simple fact that, you know, we have to then, you know, there is a possibility he could leave. But like you guys are saying in the chat, this is him protecting his own career. And to be honest with you, I understand that fully. I really, really do. So yeah, man, he signed a new deal. The contract has been signed, and let's see what happens. Because, you know, this club needs to move forward. If that's with company, if he somehow pulls something out of his ass and turns into a good manager or this or that, let's see what happens. However, now that he has 25 million per year, we should expect more from him. Facts. Yeah, I am 100% agreeing with that fact also. You know, 1000%. He is on big money now, so we need big numbers. There is no if, buts, and maybes about it. That is fact. Big fact. Because, yeah, he's on a big portion of money. So now you need to show us, you know what I mean? So no, I'm with you. You know what I mean? I am with you 1000%. I do feel like he will only get those numbers though if Bayern get better. I don't feel like this is going to be a one player type thing in the same thing of him just carrying our club, and then it'd be like Jamal Musiala FC rather than Bayern Munich. But in general, I believe if the club gets rid of Leroy Sané, gets rid of the stooges, no matter if you like them or you don't like them, they've had their time, they need to go. Gets rid of this and that and blah, 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 and get some actual proven winners in there, even if it's future stars, blah, 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 blah. Jamal Musiala will provide them goals. Same with Harry Kane. Like, he would already have more assists if Harry Kane was in the box. Like, I wasn't happy with Harry Kane's full performance going against Celtic, just generally because, you know, Jamal had a rough night, and I believe, you know, not partly on Kane, but in that aspect of, like, if Kane's behind him, who's he going to pass to? Because the wingers are incompetent. Let's not get it twisted. Without Olise there, we would have no good wingers. Generally none. So it's one of those, isn't it? What do you think about it? Kimmich one is very, very confusing, mate. To be honest with you, is it Warrell? I believe I say your name. It's very confusing, just generally in the aspect of Joshua Kimmich doesn't have an agent. He is his agent. I don't think it's like Florian Wirtz, for instance. His dad is his agent. I'm right by saying, where Joshua Kimmich is his own agent. So it's gonna be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen with that one. I do understand where you're coming from, but I don't think it's going to be done anytime soon. I think the next one was going to be Upamecano. No, no, that's going to irk some people. People don't like him, blah, blah, blah. Don't think he's good enough, whatever. But yeah, he's seemingly going to be signing a new deal next. That seems to be the next one. He's super happy with Bayern. Yeah, that seems to be that one. So yeah, I don't really know what to say on Kimmich, to be honest with you, mate. I actually have a feeling he might leave on a free. If that's a good thing, if that's a bad thing, that's for you guys to decide, and you guys have your opinion on, you know. As I say, I feel like we need more to see more from Musiala and UCL knockouts, because I think his last goal, I agree. We 100%. When you're on big money, you need to prove it, bro. You know, we're not giving you money for like, this ain't a fashion show. This ain't a sponsorship deal. You know what I mean? You want big money. You got to show up like Neuer Muller has over the years. Facts, 100% Grimace. Facts. So yeah, no. I'm not, just because Jamal Musiala is my favorite player, don't mean I won't call him out or anything if he does like has a bad performance. Like I called him out on the player ratings. You know, like at the end of the day, come on, man, sort it out. You need to have a good game. You know, so let's see what happens. This Champions League is really weird this season. Like, generally speaking, it's a really weird Champions League. Just generally in the aspect of like what's happening in it. It just generally makes no sense to me what has been happening in the Champions League. Like, again, it's a new format. It was always going to be a bit difficult because teams are going to have to get used to it, blah, blah, blah. But like where Real Madrid are, where Bayern are, like PSG, Man City, you know, these are always teams you think, oh, well, they're definitely getting out of their group when it was group stages, which is a good thing for other teams. You know, Brest, for instance, I know they were losing to PSG, but you know, they did really, really well, you know, in the league phase wise, you know what I mean? So it's interesting. He will be the face of the club, but now I am gonna hold him to Robin and Lever standards because of the money. I understand that. Yep. He with getting this money, of course, he is still young. That needs to be said, but I do agree. He is generally holding the club on his back in that sense. You know, in that sense. This is the most open in the UCL in years. Fact. Arsenal being 4 favourites for the UCL is a joke. Facts. You know what I mean? I agree. And look at Liverpool. Now, obviously, you can't go too deep into Liverpool because they were going against their rivals. But even in other games, they've struggled. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's going on here? I don't know what to think about Liverpool, to be honest with you, because they've got the League Cup coming up against Newcastle at some point. They've got the Premier League, and they've got the Champions League. It's going to be interesting. And Dembele is cooking. I don't know what's happening for him, but it seems like he has found his place, isn't it? I agree. Even though he didn't really do much against us, but in general, he is cooking. I agree. He actually is cooking. He's done really, really well in that league for PSG, which is interesting, isn't it? But yeah, on Jamal as a whole, again, he just wants to have his hold of his career and not to be to the point where, you know, Bayern are fucking around or doing this or doing that. So they've signed it off. It's been announced. It's done and dusted, and now the club need to act like a big club. So Herbal, mate, sort your shit out. Generally speaking, you need to find us superstars. Michael Odyssey was a brilliant deal, but come on now, you know, And same with the manager. If this guy ain't it, get rid of him. Generally speaking. Now they're not going to get rid of him yet. We're still in a league title race. We're leading that race at this moment in time. Hopefully, company can get us to that aspect. But yeah, no, 110%. One thing that needs to happen is if company's the guy, perfect. If he isn't the guy, we need to get rid of him. Not be pissing around, giving the manager 100 million a season or whatever to not wages, but to spend in the transfer market for shit players. You know what I mean? That's not going to be good for us, you know. Liam, would you rather get? I would generally say Leverkusen, mate. Now I know Leverkusen can be really good, but over 2 legs, I think we could beat them. We'll obviously have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Obviously, that's a league game, but Atletico, I feel like they're just going to drag out a victory, mate. To be honest with you, so you know, is worse than like Atletico will just drag out a performance for themselves. No wonder you're dropping all of that smoke on my team, you fraud, Liam, bro. Nah, bro, you know I'm gonna cook you. I cook everyone in that group chat, bro. If you pipe up, bro, I'm cooking you. That's just simple fact. But nah, big up to you, Arnie, every time, bro. Yeah, no, Leverkusen will be the easier opponent, but yeah, none of them are easy if we're being realistic with it. You know, it's gonna be hard, man. It really is gonna be hard to see who we go against, who's gonna win it, so on. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be easy. I'll be fine with a draw tomorrow. We need to win. Draw isn't the worst thing, but I would love nothing more. I generally feel like we have to take points off of them tomorrow. And again, generally in the aspect of the reason we have to take points off of them is because we can't mess around, because we've got big games coming up that if we lose, they get back into the title race. Now, they are in the title race anyway, but hopefully that, you know, makes sense. What says, lol, you ain't cooking no one, my G. On strike, it's either Uber Eats job or yours. Bro, allow it, bruv. What's it say? Liam, who's one player you want Bayern to sign in the summer? Good question. Big up to you. Everybody in here, smash the likes if you haven't already. I wanted Cavaskillia. I think Rodrigo would be amazing, but it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money from Real Madrid. It's a good question, man. Just it's going to sound backwards, but just someone that's either going to go into being something special. We need a good winger. We've got Olasey. We need someone that can play there, like on either of the wings. And that's why I mentioned Rodrigo. That's why I mentioned Cavaskillia. We ain't going to get Cavaskillia. He's just moved. PSG wouldn't sell him even if we tried, you know. So getting someone in that aspect is what I would do. We make a gap. It would be a confidence boost. Sahid, fantastic. Yeah, Bosh, drop the mic. I says we make a gap and then we can start resting some players like Ola. Yep, facts. Because yeah, Polinia does need his game time. I agree. If Bayern win tomorrow, the league is done. I wouldn't say that. I'll have more chest than most Liverpool fans. Because I feel like a lot of these Liverpool fans and that whole leopard in the tree bullshit is generally what I've just said, bullshit. Like, I get it. They don't want to be hurt like they were hurt when Man City robbed them on the last day. But like, come on now, man. You got to show chest. You know what I mean? You do, because otherwise you will bottle it. You know, so yeah, I'll be showing chest, but I will still be reserved just a little bit because I've seen what this manager has done at times. So we get past this game tomorrow, it's going to be a massive boost, though. That in itself is facts. I agree. If we need a left winger, yeah, we definitely need someone. The league wrapped, don't worry, even if you lose tomorrow, which I'm praying you do. This guy, man. And a striker. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with a striker because Harry Kane can leave in January. And I think it's so dumb to not have a striker there just in case he does leave. I hope that Harry Kane is signalling to the club and just letting the club know, like, as a whole. Sesko's ass cheeks, bro. I don't want Sesko anywhere near my club. I can imagine what you're gonna be like if we bottle the league and bro. Mate, I am gonna cook you guys 10 times, bro, because you can't let Arsenal win that league, bro. I can't stand Arsenal. Generally, I can't. Pavlovic is gonna be looking around and say Bayern robbed him when he sees his contract compared to the youngsters. Yeah, he again. That's another player that needs more game time. I'm all for Goretzka playing because he's having good performances. But this is again why Kimmich needs to play right back, because then Goretzka can get that game time. You know what I mean? Kimmich is so much better at freaking right back as well. I would love Isak. Oh, mate, I would love Isak, but we're not going to spend that money. Not on him. Not for him to be a second choice, and he wouldn't want to be a second choice. So whoever we bring in is going to be very interesting. Me personally, kind of like Urbig, I hope they bring in someone that's young that can do it in the future, mate. John Duran, the guy that's just gone to Al Nassr, scored yesterday as well. He's been scoring in most of his games. Would have been perfect for Bayern Munich. Generally, now I don't know if he could have got to the level, but in general, make him that solo striker, I think is amazing. I actually hate Arsenal more than just because their fans just, yeah, exactly. Imagine having all that chest and winning jack shit. Mad. But yeah, no, I'm with you 1000%. We need to show some balls, to be honest. Generally speaking, if Arsenal somehow win this title, we're doomed for the next 20 years. Imagine to this day that, bro, they just talk, bro. Like these man talk so much wank. It's unbelievable. Crazy how City have got more UCLs than facts. And Arteta single-handedly in 5 years has spent 700 million and ain't won fucking anything. And he got rid of the player that won him his last trophies in Aubameyang. How backwards is that? But yeah, Jamal Musiala I'm really happy with. What's his? Pray for Bayern, they said. Yeah, facts. Imagine saying pray for Bayern when we got 6 Champions Leagues. Mad. Absolutely bonkers. Like, that quite... I know they said this as well, but that quite literally is saying pray for Madrid in the Champions League game. Like, they've won 15. You know what I mean? In the last, 5 years, they've won, 4? 3? Not sure how many it is. You know what I mean? It's so dumb. But they are dumb, aren't they? So it just is what it is. Cheers, mate. Regards from Munich. What's your guess for Leverkusen? Big up, mate. Game tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting one. I am going to do a preview and all of that. I'm actually going to stay up for a bit. I got up really, really late today, which has really pissed me off considering it's Valentine's Day. But yeah, no. I'm gonna make some videos. I'm gonna make some videos for the second channel as well. TBV Sports. Check it out. No caps. Which is my UFC channel. So I'm going to be making some content on that as well. As soon as I'm done here, I'm just going to continue with the content. But yeah, Leverkusen tomorrow, I feel a win is massive and mega for this team. At times, this team have lacked so much essence, so much balls. We've cowered down to teams that we shouldn't be cowering down to. I do feel like sometimes Vincent Kompany overlooks teams. Barcelona, which makes no sense why you would overlook Barcelona when you just got relegated from Burnley. But hey ho, he did. Feyenoord, so on. But yeah, if we win tomorrow, it'd be fantastic. If we lose tomorrow, it's not the end of the world, but it would get them back into it. And a draw would be probably best for both teams in that aspect and best for neutrals. But I don't want them getting any points out of this game tomorrow. But it's going to be hard, man, because we're in Leverkusen, aren't we? You know what I mean? We are playing them at their ground, and they smashed us last time. So fingers crossed, we need a really good game. We need Kane to step up. We need him to be in good form tomorrow. couple of goals. You know, I'm sure Xabi Alonso is going to probably play his best players, you know, that he can. So, yes, it's going to be an interesting one, man. I just really, really hope we win. I really hope we win. I'm going to be pissed tomorrow if we lose. But we'll see. But big up to you, man. Big up to you. It's so hard to process that every left wing we have is just ass cheeks. Facts. Considering we've had one of the best left wingers of all time in Frank Ribery. I agree. Good season. Nagi. I pray we get Arsenal in the UCL just to make them fans cry again. No, I didn't forget it, bro. I didn't forget it. Man said you can't cook. Fuck you, I can cook. Fuck you mean? This motherfucker. Celtic has more Champions Leagues than Arsenal. Facts. But yeah, what's this? Honestly, for maybe, but hopefully we win, man. I don't even want to put bad energy into the atmosphere, bro. To be honest with you, you know what I mean in that aspect. So hopefully the lads do it tomorrow, but we are going to see quite soon in this game. We're going to see because you'll know straight away if the lads are on it or not, and we can't be doing stupid like if it's Kim Min Jae and Upper, we need Upper from last game and Kim to be at the top of his game. No stupid mistakes because you know they need it. What's this? Forward low. Oh, all right. That was the whole point. Man keeps calling me a fraud, bruv. You think Kane wins the Ballon d'Or if we win the UCL? Probably not. But he should be up for it if he gets ridiculous amount of goals and wins a double. But they always like to shit on us, bruv. The last Ballon d'Or we got was one of the two greatest players that I've ever played in the world. I'm pretty sure the last one we got was Beckenbauer, but I could be wrong. Did Matthijs win it? I'm not sure now. So yeah, Ito. I'd put Ito in personally. It says Grimaldo cross to Boniface 90 minutes to break your heart. Yeah, this guy. That's what you're dreaming of. De Croc. You want us to lose, don't you, Arnie? So you can get a rant out of me. I'm not going to say I'm not going to rant because I'm going to be pissed off if we lose. But yeah, let's just see what happens tomorrow. I don't really want to be ranting, to be honest, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. I'm not going to say I am or I'm not because I could be hot-headed at times. Most definitely. So this man's on 500k a week, lol. Do we have a chance to meet Arsenal? Yes. Quarterfinals, I believe. So let's say we got Atletico Madrid. Get past Celtic, go past Atletico Madrid, then we would have a chance to go against them, mate. If not, though, I think it would be Inter Milan. I'm pretty sure. But obviously, they've still got to get through whoever they get. If that makes any sense. Streets are waiting long. Real talk. I predict the draw. Could be a draw. Man said his rants are epic. Leave me alone, bro. Mad. I thought we were in round of 16. This format messes. It messes me up as well, mate. Don't worry about it. I don't like it whatsoever, mate. I think it's a shit format personally, but I know that they needed to change something just to well, not stop the Super League, but like it just needed to be changed. To be fair, UEFA need to change a lot still, to be honest with you. But Bayern will never go against UEFA. This is the problem. People think it's just because the Super League was all about money. No. Our higher up, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, is close to UEFA. He was actually on their board So Bayern are never going in that aspect. Which, to be fair, I don't want to go in anyway because it ruins football. But you know my point. No, I like it. I am going to be honest because there's... Yeah, no, I get that. There is no more easy games. No, that's facts. To be fair, you're right there. You are right there. I just like the group stages, mate. To be honest with you. But to be fair, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot better for me, mate. As a content creator, because for instance, you know, we have played Celtic. No, we didn't play Celtic, Liam. What the fuck are you on about? We played Barca. So I spoke to Barca fan, obviously. We spoke to Aston Villa fan, who actually helped me get the Celtic fan on in the end. So yeah, man, it's in that aspect, it's amazing. To be honest. Big up, Rajat. How you doing, G? My bro, man. How you doing, bro? Hopefully you've had a fantastic day, bro. Big up to everyone. Big up to everyone as well. If you were celebrating Valentine's Day, I know it's obviously over now, but in general, bro, I don't care if we rob, mate. I am all for a shafty win, bro, just to shit all over them pricks. Generally speaking, because I can't stand them. Hey, it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. You still celebrate it. Buy something for yourself. What's this say? Hey, yeah. Bless up. Don't worry about that. Just focus on yourself. Generally speaking, I get that same shit. I'm on pills for that shit, so you just do what you need to do. Focus on yourself and breathe. I cancel them for that shit. Just breathe. I'm still struggling every single day myself, but breathe. Just breathe. Get yourself focused on something you love. Watch movies. That's what I do. Podcasts. You'll be fine. Generally, you'll be fine. Last UCL, I felt there were so many upsets. 2019. Yeah. The fact, it's funny, isn't it, Grimace? The fact that in the last bit of what you just said, Spurs got to a final. You know what I mean? It's mad. What do you say? Feel like an asshole. Because I rejected a girl today. Well, mate, that's up to you though, isn't it? You don't need to feel like an asshole. If you didn't feel it, then don't go there. You know what I mean? Play video games too. Can't go wrong with FIFA. Why? Maybe not FIFA. Dukrock, was she fit too? Was she fit though? Oh, I thought you said two. I was like, what? You don't need to feel like an asshole, bro. At the end of the day, it's your life, man. You get this life and it's yours. What's this? Oh, mate, yes. Could you imagine Jamal Musiala signs a contract and scores his hat-trick, bro? Oh, mate, that'd be mad. Yeah, man, not too much, bro. Just talking about Jamal's new contract, mate, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't see it either. Rajat. To be honest with you, mate. I don't see it. I don't know, I'm just not ready for... Man said he's not ready for a relationship at 15 years old. Yeah, Arnie, you need to stop talking, bruv. That's mad. Mad. That's crazy. Mate, you don't need it. You do you, bro. You do you. Never fall to peer pressure, mate. Never fall to peer pressure. Just do what you want to do, mate. That's how I see it. That's how I always see it. Whatever you want to do, you do it. But yeah, big up to everyone either way. He's not ready for a relationship at 15. Madness. Just but if we win, we might get closer to... Mate, if we can get Verts, get him. But I don't want it to... it generally feels like we're trying to get, that one girl at prom. And you've set your eyes on her for 5 years. And it's in 2025, at prom, when I am ready in my prime, I'm having her. Like, there's other players out there. Because then you put all your eggs in the Vert's basket, and then the guy don't even want to come to us. Like, what? Bruv, he literally is the epitome of Leverkusen right now, mate. He lives through them. So, like, bun Verts, to be honest with you. I would love Verts, but don't worry about Verts. Fuck Verts. If you give Verts, you need a world-class DM because none of them are defensive. That's true. That's true. I agree. That I do agree with. And I actually generally believe that Pavlovic can actually do the Goretzka job. So get rid of Goretzka. You've got the new Goretzka there that actually could be better than him because he's, already doing what Goretzka's doing. And then we need to find that DM. Now, obviously, we've got Polinia, but he needs game time. Similar with the Matthias Tau situation, Polinia needs game time to build. The guy's played like a couple of games in a row. Like, we need a good, consistent 10 games of him to see, is he it? Is he not it? You know what I mean? With some of those games being Champions League games, with some of them games being Bundesliga, maybe a DP Pokal in there. You know what I mean? In that aspect. Hot take, I still believe this. I think Verts is the best youngster in the world, and second is Musiala. Okay, interesting. I disagree with that, but that's your opinion, so I'm going to... No. I do agree with. In general, that I do agree with. I feel like maybe he could be like Bastion, yeah. To be fair, Verts has more G. Yeah, but I feel like they have a better system though, don't they? You know? Way better system. I feel like if you put Musiala in that system, I think he's probably one of the best players in the world. And he's doing amazing already at Bayern. He's not in a good system. We don't have a good system at Bayern. The system has been failing for a long time, you know? So, it's that sort of aspect. But yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Company is a problem because the system he runs is stupid. You know what I mean? It's I don't know. I just still don't understand what they were going for. Like, if we're going for this project manager type shit, then can we just leave it? Like, we're trying to build superstars here, not trying to build a superstar manager. Because we all know that eventually, if he turns into a superstar manager, he's leaving us to go to City anyway. Let's not lie. Pretty sure if he was offered some big job, he'd probably leave us. Like, if that City job was to come up, he's leaving us in a heartbeat. Let's not lie. He's a legend for that club. He loves that club. You know what I mean? So dumb. It really, really is stupid. Yeah, I do need to. I've got too much to do, bro. That's the thing. I will do it. I will definitely do it again. Who do we get if that's the $1 million question, mate, to be honest, isn't it? That generally is the $1 million question. Who do you get when company goes? I don't know. Really, really, really don't know. Barca signed Jonathan Tah according to reports. Okay, I believe it when I see it, mate. I'm not saying you haven't, but I'll believe it when I see it. If he goes to you guys, then again, he's done really well in the league. He finally won a league title after all of these years. Won a cup as well. Then he wants to go and get a new challenge. There's nothing wrong with that. Obviously some people are going to be like, he's rejected Bayern, blah, blah, blah. But Bayern, you guys shouldn't even be in for him because Bayern should already have him. If Max Eberl actually used his brain, But hey, man, let's see. Would you take Klopp, Liam? No. Never. Would never take that guy. Can't stand him. Obviously, he's got good tactics and all of that shit, but no. He's too pro Dortmund. And now he's pro Leipzig, so no. Definitely not. Xavi is... Wait, what's this? Would you rather get Xabi Alonso or Verts? What, rather get the manager or the player? I don't think Xabi Alonso would work for us, to be honest. I don't even know if I want Pep to come back, mate, to be honest with you. I know people have always said that, but generally speaking, this guy's been a bit fraudulent recently, especially this season. Now, is he one of the greatest managers of all time? 1000%. It don't take much to look at that, but I don't know. It's a bit iffy, isn't it? You really don't think? No. I just don't think his style would work for us. Well, Goretzka take okay, new left back. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? We ain't getting a new left back because we got Davies, don't we? Isn't Pep style? Yeah, it is, but obviously he has a bit more tactics than Company. But yeah, it is. But and Company is failing, isn't he? So it's going to be a little bit better. Maybe we'll still be in the DFB Pokal. I don't know. Agree to disagree. I've got to put respect on Shabby because, yeah. Oh no, what he did in that one season, he kind of wanted. He would have won a treble, wouldn't he? Like he would have won a treble. Like, and he was so close to winning it. It was one night, one off night that Lookman turned up. So yeah, no, I see that. I think, when Xabi Alonso joined them and then was doing really good for them, fair enough to him. That's his career and so on. But I feel like he's spited us, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. You got to remember, I'm so pro Bayern, so that's the way I'm going to see it. Would have won everything without losing a game. Yeah, no, I agree. Peanut Head is a meme. Yeah, that I'm not going to disagree with. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I think he's already signed for Madrid. I really do. Perez don't mess around. So, and some of the games that Ancelotti has managed this year for Real Madrid, personally, that in itself, that Barcelona game in itself, for me is a sackable offence. I'm not really too sure on the Brighton manager. I don't really know too much about him, mate, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, I'm not gonna say too much on him because, like I said, I don't really know too much about him. But he I seen, didn't Brighton win today? I believe they won today against Chelsea, didn't they? Which is nuts. Maresca is literally fell off a cliff, bro. No. I understand. I understand what you're saying. The managers are as good as the strikers out there right now. Unless you're gonna do that project manager BS. Oh, we're Bayern Munich. We shouldn't be doing no project manager BS. Like, come on now. No, phase 5. What? Palmer forgot to eat. No, Palmer forgot to bloody bring his chips. More like, bro. Emery would never leave, mate. I don't think Emery would leave. Villa aren't cheap in the aspect of they have a lot of money. They're not poor, is what I should have said. Not cheap. That makes no sense. They're not poor, so there's no reason for them to sell. Like anyone. That's why when Duran went, I was really confused with it. I know they just got a load of players, but like I was still confused because they are very rich. Then he's in the Premier League, and then he is so ingrained in the future of that club and the building of that club. I don't think he would leave. It's like it is a project, but in that aspect, you kind of like what Liverpool did with Klopp. You never seen Klopp ever leaving. And then obviously he left and wanted to have a break, and then obviously he went to Leipzig or whatever. But in general, I just don't see that. What's this? I rate Palmer, but I would stop putting him in verts. And oh yeah. When did you first support Bayern? I supported after. Yep, me too. And then I watched them that following year. Well, not that following year, but like watched Robben. And then from Robben, fell in love with Muller, fell in love with what's it? Neuer. so on. And it was weird for me because coming up, growing up from like watching wrestling, like all the time. I was a wrestling kid, did not care about football, didn't have anyone that cared about it in my house, So then you go from that aspect to then watching that. Then you obviously watch the Champions League. I was beating Dortmund, Iron Robin scoring the goal, blah blah blah. Then you go over to the World Cup. Was it the World Cup? I believe it's the World Cup. Or was it the Euros? It was one of them, whatever 2014 was. And then obviously watching the German players play. I'm like, oh, Muller. Yep, he plays for that team I like. So on. Yeah. Okay, yeah. 2014 was the World Cup. Yeah. Ribery. Oh, I love Ribery. Don't get it twisted. Yeah. But that Robin was the main guy for me. So yeah, I fell in love with the whole team in general, but like it was I loved Alaba as well, man. So yeah, less said, bro. That guy's a mutant now, unfortunately. He had the same reason. Yeah, facts. Why don't Bayern fans do? I'm not sure, mate. They're very. I feel like they're very boisterous with their banners. That's one thing that needs to be said. Like they were calling out Bayern for us not wearing our home shirt in the Celtic game. The fans that went to the Celtic game were calling that out. And I agree with it 1,000%. I love all of our kits. I don't like the fact that there's a collar on that on our new kit because I just don't like collars on kits. But that's just a preference for me. But yeah, no. One thing that needs to be said straight up is, it needs to be said. We should be wearing our red kit. Why Bayern Munich don't wear their red kit against teams that don't have a red kit? Then we play Manchester United or Arsenal away, fine. But we should never be wearing like that Celtic game. We should be wearing a red kit versus them. They wear a white and green kit. Can't tell me it's going to clash because that would be bullshit. You know what I mean? It just makes no sense. I don't get it. So hard for me to. Oh yeah. Facts. Trashing Muller. Like, I think Muller's one of the greatest players we've ever seen. Generally, I feel bad for him. I know that obviously Muller is a German name, but the fact that we had Gerd at this club, I do feel bad for Thomas sometimes. So I don't know if he'll ever push the legacy of Gerd, but he is definitely like it's so mad that we've had two absolute icons, both called Muller, and they were both attacking players, which is weird. I find that really strange. Yeah, Robin, man. Yeah. Lam was an absolute. That guy never got a red card either. Man was a defender. Like if he was a striker, never got a red card. Cool. I'm expecting that. But man was a right back defender that went into centre defensive mid, and still never got a red card. Like what? How does that even make sense? Yeah, that's always been my thing. You bring back one player, I'm bringing back Robin. But if I'm taking away just the love for Robin that I have, I'm bringing back probably Beckenbauer. To be honest, rest his soul, because that guy was a joke. No one would be getting past him. Yes, facts. Robin never. yeah. But that goal that Van Persie scored against Spain. Yeah, it was against Casillas. Bro, I watched that like all the time. I swear I see it all the time. Just never ever get over that goal. I could just sit there and watch it over and over again. That technique is disgusting. Like, what? Obviously, that wasn't 2010, though, was it? That was more recent. It's very unlucky, though. Yeah. I know we would have won back-to-back Champions Leagues. Now, I don't know if we would have pushed as far as we did push in that aspect, but we were definitely... Like, I don't know if it spurred us on to win the Champions League after we lost the Champions League, the way we lost it in our stadium, blah, 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 you know? Hey, big up, Jester, man. How you doing, bro? Big up to you, Maldini, Beckenbauer, best two centre-backs of all time. Yep. The players don't hit the same anymore. Oh, no, they don't. They don't. That's actually a funny thing. I seen something today, and it was someone saying, how can you say that Virgil van Dijk is one of the greatest centre-backs of all time because he never played against the best strikers, which I agree with. But at the same time, it's not his fault. Like, you can't blame Van Dijk for not playing against good strikers. That's not his fault. You know, he's whatever generation he's in. That just is what it is. Just watch the first hour of. Oh yeah, it's SmackDown tonight, isn't it? About to continue my career mode. How is SmackDown, bro? Was it good? I totally even forgot it was Friday, mate. Well, it's Saturday now, but obviously it's Friday night SmackDown, isn't it? Might shove that on in a minute. Like, because again, it ain't his fault, but realistically, who is Van Dijk ever gone against? Like, come on now. Generally speaking, cool. He went against Messi, but it was a finished Messi. It wasn't the prime Messi. I generally can't think of anyone. Was decent start, but just not. Yeah, I get you. They're obviously building up to thingy, aren't they? WrestleMania. Like, Marco Reus was very good, but ruined by injuries. Yeah, it's been killing me since. Yeah, no, I get you. I know where you're coming from. But yeah, like that's the thing, isn't it? Like, Van Dijk never went against Wayne Rooney, never went against Henry, Bergkamp, who else? Berbatov, Alan Shearer, so on, you know? So, kinda angry how Tao was treated, feel bad. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, Chambers looking really good already. Yeah, that should be a good pay-per-view, bro. How's Zaragoza doing? Not sure, bro, but I seen that he posted a picture of him in a Bayern kit cheering us on, like, which really pissed me off because you can just show the passion that guy has, even though he's Spanish, even though he might have grew up knowing Bayern Munich was a big team, but the fact that we signed him and then treated him like he's a dead player pisses me off because he should be playing for this team. No matter if he's good enough, he's not good enough. Well, if he's not good enough, give him the damn game time, prove it, get rid of him. Not, oh, he can't play for us because he only speaks Spanish. Shut the fuck up, man. I mean, football played with your feet, you dumbass. It's not played with your fucking mouth. Cool, you might not be able to do this and that, but like, you're telling me that if the greatest player of all time come to our club, there's this young Spanish player, Bayern Munich could sign him. Oh no, we're not going to sign him because he doesn't understand. Well, no, you make it work, dipshit. Like, what? Makes no sense. Dude, I hate Ronaldo when he kept on knocking us out. I hate Ronaldo. I can't stand him. I hate Ronaldo. I respect Cristiano. Yeah, exactly. Prime Drogba would have destroyed Virgil. Facts. Yeah, no. I respect Ronaldo for his hard work. I respect him for being a role model in this aspect of he's a proven winner. That's why he cries all the time. And he also is just that aspect of hard work can get you anywhere, and I agree with that 1,000%. But at the same time, the fact that he robbed Ribery of his thing, that has always got me, bro. I always hated him because of that. Everyone speaks English in Bayern, though. I have my ass. Yeah, they do. I've noticed with Hansi Flick, his German in Spain, but speaks everything exactly. Like it makes no sense, doesn't it? It's just a cop out answer. They just don't want to fucking give a real answer. Don't sign the fucking young lad then. Leave him alone. So backwards. Honestly, it makes no sense. Sometimes I just want to headbutt this club. All the people at it. Because it's like, mate, you generally have no brain in your head. To be honest, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. There's always going to be donkeys, unfortunately. You know what I mean? Yeah, like if he speaks English, is that not like what? You think Lam ends up on the? I think he. I don't want any of our past players on the board, because I just would like proper footballing men. But at the same time, I am gonna be a hypocrite, and I am gonna say straight up that I think actually, deep in it, I actually think he would be really good for Bayern, because he cares about this club. Now, I don't know if he's good enough to be running this club, but he does care about this club. Like, realistically, he's a fan of this club. You know what I mean? So that's how I see it personally. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's definitely an interesting one. Exactly. That is the scary part of it, isn't it? Because Oliver Kahn was also a legend and also did care about this club. You could see the passion when the guy was having a fucking fit on his chair, bruv. When we were losing and shit. So it's like, I don't know. It's a hard one to answer. You know what I mean? But he does care about this club. I don't know. To be fair, I actually still think Oliver Kahn would do really, really well but he just doesn't need to be the higher up of the club. You know, just at the club, because he cares about the club. You know. But then again, it was said that he was a loner, which there's nothing wrong with it because I'm a loner myself. But just more in the aspect of he didn't like want to speak to people, just wanted to be left alone in his office and all of this. And to be honest, when you're at Bayern Munich, you can't really do that. You can't really, because you need to be showing up. You know, being friendly. Like that just makes no sense for me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like maybe with Oliver Kahn, if you would have got someone in that maybe complimented him, it wouldn't have worked. But yeah, he was shit, wasn't he? And he cost us. So yeah, I'll forever miss him as well. I'll never forget Hansan and never ever forgive those two. Oliver Kahn for getting rid of him. I generally think we could have won the Champions League that year, even with Man City winning the treble. I think we would have stopped that treble. I don't think they would have won it. Hey, it's if buts and maybes, isn't it? Because we don't know it for fact. But yeah, no, that's always triggered me. It's just so dumb. You know what I mean? It's like a kid when you tell them, please don't draw on the wall. Okay, I won't draw on the wall. 5 minutes later, you walk in the room and there's fucking pen on the wall. You know what I mean? It's just dumbasses. But at least with a child, you can say it again and again, and maybe they might listen. He's a grown-ass fucking idiotic man, you know? Mate, I hope he comes back. I really do. If you think about it, of Corner costs 3 goals versus City. Yeah, Upper didn't have a good game in that one. But for me, I don't know if he does that with Nagelsmann being the manager. But to be fair, the board fucked over Nagelsmann, bro. He brought in fucking Sadio freaking Mané, and he was crap. Like, what are you expecting? Generally speaking, what were you expecting Sadio Mané to do? We got a finished Sadio Mané, and they're expecting what to happen? So backwards. It's so backwards. It really is. I don't. Yeah, I'm still here trying to understand it, to be honest. Yeah, man. I get that. I understand that fully, mate. Big up to you, Grimace. What's this? So after the World Cup, Nagelsmann will, hopefully, mate. I'm for it. Mate. But let's see what happens. Nagelsmann literally slapped. Yeah, literally. We literally slapped everyone. No one was touching us that year. But we were a bit shit in the league. We put it this way, though. Remember that Dortmund were 1 win away from winning the league with Tuchel, which would have been Nagelsmann's season. And then their second season was when Leverkusen did their madness. Now, that Leverkusen madness might still be a madness, but I don't think they go undefeated. I don't think they beat us in both legs. I don't. I think we probably beat them at home and maybe get a draw away. So, they wouldn't have gone undefeated with Nagelsmann at our club. But again, it's if buts and maybes, isn't it? There's not really much we can say. They fisted us, man. They really did. My nose is so itchy, by the way. I apologise. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. See, Zia did his preview earlier. I'm guessing he's asleep. I'm guessing he has fixed his sleep. Because he ain't got back to me. I messaged him, and he ain't got back to me. Does it still say the same thing? Yeah, still says that he was last online at 11:46. So he's probably snoring on the way, like. See. Did they actually draw today? Oh my word. Saudi Pro League. He's gonna be freaking fuming. Oh, and Thingy played today. Al-Ittihad played today, so they could go. What? They'd be in 52. He's gonna be fuming, bro. Did he do a watch along or anything for it? Surprised he didn't. Go see talks. No, he did his hate along, but he didn't do. So he previewed it. He was probably busy. That's mad. Liam, do you like this Musiala extension and the release clause thing? I don't like the release clause thing, but I think it's him basically just protecting his own career, mate. Personally, Ahmad is doing the Crocs pro. Yeah, facts. Even Haaland has one. I think it's just in case. It's for the player. What I want to know is if he can click it, kind of like the Harry Kane situation. Because if he can do it, then it's like, okay, well, Bayern need to do good. But that's the thing for me. But big up to everyone anyway. I'm going to end now. Big up to everyone. I'm going to send you over to I can't think of his freaking name. Jester. He's doing some career mode if you want to watch that. And until then, people, Mia Samia, bless up, people. Like Jamal, you know, man like Jamal. In and out, you know he's passing you in style. Man like Jamal, you know, man like Jamal. In and out, yeah, yeah, he's gonna make you smile. Bye, guys.